Hello and welcome to ISTV English News. Let's take a look at the top stories first. Sharmila draws attention of people's representatives to rethink on AFSPA. And some bakeries at Nagamapal found making utterly harmful products. Students enforce closure of erring bakeries. The news in detail. Iron Lady Irom Chanu Sharmila has drawn attention of the people's representatives to rethink on AFSPA. In an exclusive interview with ISTV News at the protest site of Sharmila Kanba Loops Shanglane at Porompat, where she resumed her protest of fast for repeal of AFSPA, Sharmila said, "The ongoing protest is not for individual cause. The protest is for the welfare of the people living in the state and their rights to life. There is no question for attempting to commit suicide, and the protest is not against the law," she said. When asked whether her protest is receiving people's support as earlier and has intensified or slowed down, she did not give any reply, instead kept sobbing. However, she said the protest has been launched with faith in God.
Makoina disturbed area status to locally automatically army chatkani chatkigani adu disturbed area status lai haliba ekchi pan haliba tawriba si Manipur sarkar ki willing makam na oigibani haiba sima hai adu oitaradi disturbed area to locally army chatkabadi AFSPA lai disu mathau tararoi dawi adu akhoi gi mihut na laiba chinga ibani na adara kai bani praja gi ri pa ma kana tawtrabadi saidawri haidana SM gi MLA isida miyam imagine la tongan gi isuti lauri ba chinchina kupsan dana makhoi da convince taw matamda
On the other hand, Executive Director of Human Rights Alert, Bablu Loitongam, said the agitation launched by Sharmila with full sacrificing spirit is being supported by the people from the beginning and will continue till her goal is achieved. Besides, the people of Manipur stand against the act, he said. People are ready to launch intense agitation on the issue, he said.
AFSPA yaningbra yaningdabra hai matamda AFSPA yaningbu mi se ai jabda tara phan leramdo mandre Manipur da hogi Manipur gi hogi yellow mi singi marakta hai tare hoi magi vested interest khar leibudagi madai khudong jaba lobunduna topa mani aduga hujik makti akoi miyam se ILP ki kari gi issue da kanna leibanina hekta chongthoroktana yaudabadi ai adumoku Manipur praja miyam gi support Sharmila gi ihou se da lei haibasidi aingona koina singnaba phaujade haitare maramdi darkar leragadi miyam je soidana horakani aduga karigisu mana chahi tara mari sumaina awaba khangakpase Manipur praja miyam hudimak loinamak uribani khangibani taribani mafam matam ngaidana leinabai wani.
Students' wing of Joint Committee on Inner Line Permit System has found some bakeries run by non-locals at Nagamapal producing utterly detrimental food items in an extremely dirty setting. As part of detecting and identifying the outsiders who have or don't have identity cards, the students' wing today went on a drive at Nagamapal areas where they found some bakeries making really harmful products. The students also found the management of the bakeries fraudulently putting labels of latest dates on the products that were made days ago. Whereas the products were made on August 19, labels which print the dates of manufacture as on August 23 and 25 were also found on the packages of the products. The students' wing collected all such products and destroyed them by burning. The students also closed down the bakeries. A team of the students' wing, led by its convener Angamba, launched the drive at Nagamapal, Kangjabi, Leirak, Mainam Lekai, where the bakeries were freely producing food items that could be extremely detrimental to public health. The team found the materials and ingredients used in producing the bakery items very dirty. Even dead insects and cockroaches were found in the items. At one bakery located at the plot of Chirom Pishak Macha, the oven and the packed bakery items were found kept adjacent to a dirty latrine. Food items such as bread, cakes, pastries, bhujiyas, etc., which were made on August 19, were packaged as manufactured on August 23 and 25. On inquiry, the owner of the bakery had already fled. The landlord told the team that during earlier drives too, the bakery owner had been warned to renovate the area and make it clean, but he remained negligent. At another bakery set up at one Ningthaujam Meghachandra's property, all the materials used in the bakery were found very dirty, and the water used for the business was found extremely dirty with lots of flies falling on it. Dead cockroaches were found in the sugar syrup kept for sweetening the bakery foods. Convener Angamba said, "The way the outsiders are doing has become extremely terrifying and dangerous. Not only the new influx of outsiders and the ones already staying in the state must be checked." Angamba appealed to the landlords to pay special attention to their tenants and their business.
Maroina masita phangiba posi koi mamang da su yamna motpa aduga yamna unhygienic oiba saba da tukutchaba adu maroina dugumba moong da hem saramba pot mayam thengnaba legre maroina masugumba ikoi gi any stana thakna bagi item ama linkhat ke natraga madu legi hai taraga di food safety commissioner na food license biro matung da ikoi hai posting ju saba amadi masi saba da hygienic oi na pigidamne adubu hai ri basi le ramba yam basi ikoi gi food safety license pai de makoi tongning mamong da ikoi gi company license paisala ka samaina bakery tawbani.
People's agitation demanding implementation of ILPS in the state continues unabated. A large number of women folk, including those mothers who were in jail on the issue, stormed the Raj Bhavan gate at Nityai Park today, demanding implementation of the system in the state. However, police controlled the protesters in time. The protesters could not meet with the governor as he was out of station. On the other hand, the women folk also stormed the BJP office at Keshampad, Nityai Park, protesting against the party's stand on ILPS. There was a tussle between the women folk and police. The women protesters shouted slogans demanding resignation of all 60 MLAs if they cannot implement ILP in the state. Moving on to today's national news, the Chief Minister of Assam, Tarun Gogoi, and his Nagaland counterpart, T.R. Zeliang, held meeting in Guwahati on the border issue today. Union Minister of State for Home Affairs, Kiren Rijiju, and senior officials of Assam and Nagaland also participated in the meeting. This is the first meeting between the two chief ministers after Naga miscreants killed 9 persons at Uriam Ghat on the Assam-Nagaland border. Earlier, talking to a section of the media, Rijiju said that the centre is monitoring the situation in Golaghat. He said that steps are being taken for rehabilitation of displaced people at Uriam Ghat in Golaghat district. Several organizations have called for a dawn to dusk Assam Bandh, protesting the police action in Golaghat. State BJP's Yuva Morcha, Assom Ganaparishad and other organizations are holding protest rallies against the police action in Golaghat. Prime Minister Narendra Modi on Thursday inaugurated a 765 kV transmission line in Ranchi. Speaking at the event, Modi said, Jharkhand state has the capability to be among India's most developed states. Be it east or west, north or south, the development of India must be balanced. Avenues of development in the east must increase. Jharkhand state has great opportunities for new avenues. The digital revolution has begun and the government wants to encourage the manufacturing of electrical goods. Electronics manufacturing can give good job opportunities to the youth. Indian troops are giving appropriate response whenever Pakistan violates the ceasefire along the border, Defence Minister Arun Jaitley said today. Whenever ceasefire violations take place, our soldiers give appropriate response at the border, he said. The minister was asked about the continuing ceasefire violations on the sidelines of a conference of tourism ministers. There have been 12 ceasefire violations in the past 10 days along the Indo-Pak border by Pakistani troops. A 5-magnitude earthquake hit parts of Himachal Pradesh on Thursday. No loss of life or damage to property has been reported so far. As per reports, Tremors were felt in various places of the state, including Dalhousie, Chamba, Dharamshala, Kangra and Joginder Nagar. As per the Indian Meteorological Department, the earthquake struck at 1:41 p.m. and its epicenter was Chamba-Kangra border region. The United States Geological Survey recorded the magnitude of the quake at 4.9 on the Richter scale with a depth of 10 kilometers. Peaceful polling is on for by-elections to 18 assembly seats spread over 4 states of Bihar, Madhya Pradesh, Punjab and Karnataka. About 27% polling was recorded for 10 seats of Bihar when reports last came in. The Goa government is in the news once again for using a racial offensive term while referring to Africans. In an annexure submitted to the State Assembly, the term unknown African Negro was used while referring to an African national who was arrested from the beach village of Kalangote on May 8th. The annexure was submitted along with Chief Minister Manohar Parikar's written reply tabled during the monsoon session of the Assembly on Wednesday. This shows lack of cultural sensitivity. The Goa government should sensitize its officers and refer to people in a proper manner, said Congress leader Manish Tiwari. In November 2013, 2 Goa lawmakers were in the dock after they termed Nigerians as cancer and wild animals. And now let's take a look at the top stories once again. Sharmila draws attention of people's representatives to rethink on AFSPA. And some bakeries at Nagamapal found making utterly harmful products. Students enforce closure of erring bakeries. Thanks for joining us, and for more news updates, do keep watching.